with another postpartum vlog. Um, Today I am officially 10 weeks postpartum. Um, I've completed 9 weeks, pretty much. I've completed 9 weeks of being postpartum. So today I'm moving into my 10th week. So here we are with another video. Um, don't really have a lot to talk about. Um, Hopefully I can make this as interesting as possible. Things are moving quite, right along. I will say this, I am experiencing PMS. Um, it's something I haven't experienced in a while. Even before I got pregnant with Orion, the previous pregnancy, um, the last time I had PMS or period symptoms was prior to that. So, um, and then after I lost that pregnancy, between that time frame and when I got pregnant with Orion, I didn't really have, I think my body was getting used to the fact that it wasn't pregnant anymore. So I still hadn't really had PMS period symptoms or whatever. Well, I'm experiencing them. um, they're sporadic. Um, I realized that I was craving like chips and chocolate and things like that. And I had to think about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, these are periods. These are period cravings. Like I remember when I went through a period, I wanted chips and I wanted, you know, carbs and I wanted chocolate and I wanted, I wanted stuff like that. So I realized that's what was happening, but it took me a while. Like I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? So at first I thought that I might have been pregnant again. So we had a pregnancy scare. And the only reason why, I think I explained this in the previous vlog, about the me taking the depot shot, and on that same day having to take the Plan B pill. While I was fearful that I didn't take that Plan B pill in time, or something like that. So I'm like, oh crap, what if I am pregnant, and that's just gonna, I'm gonna deal with it, but that's gonna be just completely unexpected and completely not planned. Like, oh my God, um, because I was also having a weird feeling in my pelvic area, and I'm just like, this is just an awkward feeling. Like it just doesn't feel right. But it didn't feel like it did when I first found out I was pregnant with Orion, or the pregnancy before that. So it didn't feel like that, but it just felt weird. So and it's off and on. It's not just a constant weird feeling. It's just kind of, I notice it throughout the day. So yeah, I was kind of fearful, but I am taking a pregnancy test 2 days ago, and I said that I wasn't pregnant. I'm gonna take the other one a little later in the week or next week or something like that, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, I'm not pregnant. But yeah, so that was pretty scary. But I think it's just PMS, and I think it's just, my body's still getting used to not being pregnant, and physical activities, and me working out and things like that. I think my body's, getting used to that. So yeah, that's what was going on with me this past week. Um, Other than that, nothing major. Everything, like I said, is moving along. Um, let's see. I already had, excuse me, I already have my appointment. And I told you guys about that. Orion has his 2-month appointment on tomorrow. and he will be receiving shots. I think he's gonna get like 4 of them. So that should be eventful. I'll probably record it, get a little footage of it, and hopefully I won't be freaking out along with him. I tend to try to stay calm in situations. It's that my children kind of panic in. Um, like for example, Orion does a lot of spitting up. And that's one thing I'm going to talk to the doctor about tomorrow. He does a lot of that. Um, and he'll spit up so bad that, like, if he's on his back and he's just, playing and just relaxing or whatever, and he spits up, it like comes out his nose and everything sometimes. And that's what happened last night. And he panicked because he couldn't breathe and for a second, and he was screaming and crying. So I had to like roll him over. I had to find my the bulb suction thing. I had to find that. I couldn't find. I'm like reaching in his diaper bag, feeling around with my hand, like, where is it? I know it's in here because I've had to use it before. So I ended up having to dump the whole diaper bag out. Like I told my husband, I'm like, just dump the whole bag out on the bed. So he dumped it out and I found it. So I had to, of course, suction his mouth. I had to suction his mouth real good. And I'm just like consoling him. But I could have freaked out and panicked and been like, oh my God. And it probably, he would have fed off that energy and it would have just made the situation worse. So, and I've done that with Quentin plenty of times. He's fell, bumped his head, screaming and crying. I'm just like, calm down, you're okay. Like I check in, make sure he's not bleeding, and I try to freak out inside and not outward because it just makes it worse for them. Mom's freaking out. So okay, it must be bad. So I'm gonna freak out even more. So I try not to do that. So yeah, that's what's happening with him. The spitting up thing. He's just real, um, like when I feed him and I burp him, sometimes he doesn't spit up, but a majority of the time he does. When I burp him, he sometimes it like flies out of his mouth. So, yeah, we're gonna have to figure out something on that. He's also doing a lot of slobbering, and he's putting these in his mouth. He figured out he has hands, so he has his little fists, and he just sticks them all in his mouth. So he's figuring out, um, he's figuring himself out. So and he's doing a lot more talking, cooing or however you guys say it. He's doing a lot more of that, vocalizing, and it's just really cute because he's kind of, trying to communicate, and, he doesn't like something, he'll make a certain noise, and, so he's growing, he's changing, and it's amazing to watch. But yeah, I have nothing else to say as far as me. So I guess I'll do my belly shot. And this is, again, it will be for 9 weeks postpartum. So let me move this chair out of the way. I just threw on a shirt. But yeah. So this is my belly from the front. And on the side, so make this side tight. And the other side. And lift her up. Alright, so this is my belly with the shirt up. Outside. And the other side. Yeah. So moving along with the stomach area. In my next fitness journey vlog, I'll kind of go more into detail about my stomach and things like that. So I'll probably be recording that after this video. So look forward to the next video being very close to this one. So that's it. Thanks for watching again, and look forward to the next postpartum vlog, which will be in 2 weeks. And I will be 11 weeks at that point. 11 weeks postpartum at that point. Thanks again, and you guys have a wonderful Monday. Bye bye.